Hey everybody, we're here, Rockstar Energy Drink Mayhem Festival, Day 3, 2013, and of course, Henry and Heidi from What's Your Babies?
Hello, hello.
The buzz of the tour.
Really?
Oh, heck,
what?
well, you go. I mean, I got to see the first 6 bands today, and they were just buzzing like nobody's business around you guys. So
oh, that's pretty neat. I didn't know that.
We did not know that. We were just trying to recover from heat strokes.
I heard everybody's been having sort of a rough start to this thing. I know Huntress and Battlecross were having some real trouble. No AC, all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It was the funniest thing when you guys started your set today, when your mic wasn't working.
You became an instrumental. I was super excited.
I'm down here trying to take photos, and I don't know why, but I suddenly couldn't take photos because it's like their microphones weren't working, and I'm like,
my camera's not working either.
Yeah, it was a day of glitches for us, but that's okay.
Yeah, it was really interesting because all that happened is the big connector for our wireless mics came unplugged. Someone kicked the plug out. Someone's out to get us, aren't they? My major beginning scream, no one heard it. No, it was, you know what? Stuff like that happens, and you just have to roll with the punches, and I think that's what makes Butcher Babies, you know, a pro band in a sense, is the fact that we can recover from something like that. So.
Gonna have those bad days. Yeah. Can't avoid them.
Well, you guys absolutely tore it up. Off to a great start on this tour. Very hot, as we've already talked about, but you guys came out throwing punches despite the issues and tore the place up. So first time I've gotten a chance to see you guys live. It's the first time you guys have been to Boise of all places.
Yeah,
it is.
First time in Idaho for us.
First time for us.
We're sort of one of those things that people sort of go around to get to every place, so we're always excited when Mayhem comes. This is such a huge year for the Butcher Babies. You guys played Download. Now your first trip to Mayhem, the debut album Goliath out next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, yep.
Streaming live right now.
I was about to mention that.
Way ahead of you.
Yeah, the album's streaming on Revolver.com too. You guys got to be pretty amped.
No, we really are, and you know, it's pretty neat for people to hear what we've been working on for. You know, it's been a long time. We've been working on this for years, and you know, the second and third song we wrote is on the album, and the last song we wrote is on the album. So it's cool for people to hear the evolution of it, and it's great to get the feedback.
It's a broad spectrum of sound, but you know, Josh Wilbur produced it, and he did a great job, like just reeling in everything and really defining our sound.
So I don't even need the questions. He's just already getting all of them for me already.
See ya.
So now see, I'm totally thrown off. My mic's not working. But yeah, I was going to say, first off, you guys hooking up with Century Media, that is such a great thing, because originally a label that was a death metal label that has really now expanded to be one of the premier record labels out there.
Absolutely. You know what was cool about Century Media is, I'd say, pretty much from the beginning of Butcher Baby, the birth of the Babies, they've kind of been around, poking their head around. It took about 1.5 years to get the actual contract together for all of us, you know, bargaining here and there, but it was a perfect fit. I can't imagine us being with another label. They've been family since the beginning.
Yeah, they've been fans of ours, and we were fans of theirs. Right. And so we'd see all them at the shows, and we knew them, and it's just like it was family. So when we go meet with them, it was just like, hey.
Yeah, we're going into the office world. Hey, good to see you on Friday.
Yeah, but we started. We got wasted last night.
Yeah.
So, well, you guys, let's back up a little bit. A lot of people caught wind of Butcher Babies, of course, because Heidi, Carla, the electrical tape, all that good stuff. But they're going to be in for one hell of a metal surprise when they hear Goliath.
A metal surprise.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's cool.
You know what's interesting? Someone actually who listened to the album today on revolvermag.com wrote on our Facebook wall. We all check our Facebook stuff, and they mentioned that the marketing was easy. Whatever, it is what it is. Right. The marketing came and it worked, but the hardest part is having a good album and good music.
Exactly.
Because you can't survive off of marketing or image or crap like that. You have to have good music, and I think that we really accomplished that with Goliath, and you know, the fans that on our Facebook, like, you guys really accomplished that, and that's the biggest compliment that I think any of us could get, is the fact that the music speaks louder than, you know, oh, you have 2 chicks in your band, or oh, blah blah blah, Ode to Indio, like that kind of crap. with that aside, it's a huge compliment for people to actually like the music.
Well, and it does come back to the music, and you're out on tour with her. Jill went through the same thing with the first album, just Pretty Face with, you know, TNA, but she can sing like nobody's business. They're a great band, and likewise with Butcher Babies, and obviously you guys have gotten out on some. Otep Shemaya doesn't take out people that she doesn't have respect for, and to see you guys out with her and then One Eyed Doll.
We were also out with Marilyn Manson at the beginning of this year, and to us that was just a huge dream come true. I mean, he's a huge idol for every single one of us. So. Idol in the sense of rock star.
We got exposed to a new group of fans that, you know, probably wouldn't have checked this band out at all, and it was really interesting to see the broad range of fans that are into this band, because we figured it would just be dudes from the beginning, and it hasn't been. It's been everything. It's been kids.
Gender stereotype doesn't really matter. Everything.
There is not one. It's bizarre. So.
And I mean, you look back at a band like Kiss, going back to my era, obviously, it was about the music, it was about the presentation and everything, and who's to say what that presentation is? It's a whole package. You guys are as much of the presentation as Heidi and Carla are, calling you guys Harla now.
Hey, that works.
It's a new group. There you go. So, but jumping back, you had mentioned it before. Josh Wilbur worked on the album with you guys. Big deal.
Big deal.
How did that all work out?
He's like a wizard. Watching that guy work is amazing.
You know, Josh really dove in, and he just made us the best musicians that we could be. He took, you know, things that we didn't even know we had, talents we didn't even know we had, and pulled it out of us. And he, I mean, being as experienced as he is, we were excited, obviously, to work with him. You know, Lamb of God, Hatebreed, Gojira, everything.
I mean,
but he didn't act like a big namer when we were hanging out with him. It was just like hanging out with your best friend, and we felt 100% comfortable with him. And I mean, I couldn't ask for a better producer for that.
No, I mean, it was a really, really good experience. It was hard. It wasn't easy. That's the thing. Making this album was not easy. It was very difficult, and that's what brought out some of the really, really good stuff in us. And we sit back and listen to it now, and we just can't believe that's us, because we were not like that. We were not like that before. Like he really, really made us into something much greater.
Getting back to the visual imagery for a moment, the album cover. Really cool, really a little bit eerie, almost disturbing and everything. Who came up with that? What's the story there?
We all kind of did.
We were all tossing around ideas.
It's kind of it's subjective, and you can kind of take from it what you want. It doesn't really show anything, but it's very subjective, and I think that Goliath in and of itself is very subjective. You don't know what the kid is doing, or why he's there, or what's happening. And for us, you know, the kid in the picture is the character of Goliath. And Goliath is, you know, we've all grown up different ways, and you know, whether or not you grew up neglected or bullied or any of that, good parents, bad parents, doesn't matter. You know, there's certain things in everybody's lives that have brought them down, and you know, like kids who are bullied at school nowadays, they turn around and think that if they bully, then they have the power, and it really all they're doing is turning into another Goliath, another villain. And so, you know, in the message that we want to portray with this is that you have the ability to change. You have the ability to make your own life regardless of how you grew up or were treated by other people. You don't have to become another Goliath. So that's what it is.
So I've seen it, but telling the others who haven't seen you guys on tour yet, what can fans expect from the Butcher Babies show?
A wild mess.